Chat.
Oh, we live?
Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
Chat.
We live.
Hi, everybody. Surprise! We're doing a fun extra Q&A. We don't usually do these on this channel. I just wanted to introduce them to y'all. So
Now that's a win.
it's been it's been a minute since we've done something like this. But hello. Get your questions ready to ask our new friends. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Sure.
You already know who it is, though. It's your boy Hassan, aka the Caramel Cousteau, aka the reason why your girl got a season pass to the zoo. And I'm out here telling animal facts, big facts, no little joints, because you know we outside. And yeah, it does smell like cocoa butter in here.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
We're greased up for sure.
That's crazy.
For sure.
My name is Anwar Abdul-Kawi. I do professional wildlife photography, and I'm a zoologist based in Philadelphia.
What's good, chat, man? Happy to be here. I'm Jacob Jackson. I'm a wildlife filmmaker and wildlife conservationist.
Wicked! Yes. Okay, guys. So these are my freaking friends. I met Hassan and Anwar at a conference, and found out that they're wildlife professionals and they're like really funny and really charismatic, and they're creators in themselves. We're live on TikTok and on Instagram right now. There's 3 tripods with like vertical live streams going right now. So we're live in a lot of places. Hello in all of those places.
What it do?
And then we're also live on Twitch, and I'm like trying to force them into being live streamers.
Hey.
Because I think that they'd be really good at it, and I think we need more good wildlife professionals in the space. So they're here to visit Alveus and like learn about Twitch and content creation and whatever. And you're here to meet them. Do you guys remember the Ask bot, the question bot? You remember this from like Conservation Cast forever ago, where you type hashtag ask and then your question? Can you guest star me in space?
Yes, you are.
Okay, and then you can do a ping. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
A Discord. Perfect. Yeah, Shrez. Okay, there's an Ask bot. So you guys can do hashtag ask followed by your question, and we're all gonna answer your questions. You can ask whatever. And
Come on, chat. Do it.
I like that question right there.
No. We gonna skip that. We're gonna skip that.
We can start with that. That's the first question.
No.
That's a good question, right?
Let's keep going.
you do hashtag ask followed by your question.
Right.
And then we'll choose some questions and we'll answer them. And you can ask about like animal stuff too. Hassan, we all went to this networking event yesterday for YouTube, and Hassan was walking around and just like to random people, and he was like, name an animal.
Yo, name anything.
Name anything. And they would just say an animal, and then he started like rattling off facts about that animal.
I did get stumped though.
Yeah.
Joshua Wiseman.
No, what did he say?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his name. He's the chef.
Yes.
He taught me how to cook fish.
Yes.
What did he say?
Yo, he said a geoduck. And I'm like, what is a gooey duck? What is a gooey
Oh.
duck? But it's that
Got you.
clam.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
they're
looking it
super
up
cool.
last night.
Dang.
And they like spray out a bunch of liquid if you make them mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
That-
See, you only stumped me once though. You
People
only
eat
give me
those
once.
too. They're insane.
That's a
And of course it would come
risky
from him.
icebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, of course it would
that's
come
I
from
tough.
cooked them before. That's crazy.
That's tough. Thank you, Space. All right. Okay, excellent. They've got some questions. We can just start with Chlorbids.
Whoa,
Corbett
that's a
asked-
wow right there.
Chloribid asked, what made you pick this field?
Oh, that's great question. Honestly, I don't think I did pick this field. I think this field picked me. Like when I was a little kid, like my mom used to tell this funny story about how like I'm one of 10. I have 6 brothers and 3 sisters, so it was a lot of us running around. She was like, I don't know how old you were, but you was little. And you basically said, did you know dolphins could see what they're hearing using echolocation? And obviously that was just something that I got off of TV, but it was like, yo, not only was that where like my love of animals came from, but it was also like where my love of science communication came from, because it was like, yo, I can't just keep this information with me. Like everybody needs to know this.
Yeah.
My mom, come here. I need you to know this. And so it was like, ever since I was little, like this has been me.
Yeah, I grew up watching Steve Irwin and Animal Planet, and I knew from like a long time I was like, this is my path. So same like Hassan and Jacob, like used to go outdoors with my dad picking up bugs and all the critters outside, and then
These are bug lovers
yeah,
too.
we love
guys.
bugs, roaches, mantids, spiders, all that stuff, and then I
There
fell
will
in
be
with
no
photography.
bug slander in this
Yeah,
chat.
no bugs. Yeah, I fell in
They
with photography,
wouldn't.
all that stuff. Got me a nice lens, and yeah, I just love working and doing other stuff. So yeah, buggies, yeah, 100%.
Hey, W bugs.
What about you?
Me? I mean, it was really just where I grew up. We had like 2 acres and we had a pond in the backyard. So the moment that my parents knew that I was, into animals and like on the small scale, they kind of gave me like full reign to just go in the backyard and basically explore. So when it wasn't baseball, if it wasn't school, I was out in the woods doing things I shouldn't be. To the point where like because in Maryland there's a lot of land. If it's private, they can hunt on it basically. So we had hunters that would hunt in our backyard, and they actually found which house I lived at, came to my house and told my parents, hey, he can't come back here anymore because I'm out there with like full camo on, hunting with like a SpongeBob fishing rod. I was doing all the things. Yeah, but I still go out there, so we're good friends now.
It's crazy you mentioned that too, because like when I was trying to figure out how to get into this field, my first school I went to was like a small neighborhood high school. I talked to the principal and all the people there, and they're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, I want to be a photographer, I want to be a zoologist. And they all laughed, and they're like, that's a really hard field to get into, you probably can't make it, but you're really tall, you should play basketball instead.
Yo, it's so common.
And I was devastated like going into high school, but luckily I didn't follow that path, and I stuck to it, and I followed my dream and passion. But
Facts.
Wow. Chat, would you like to tell them something about yourself?
Whoa, Gianna and Mason, what it do?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi. Chat, who are you? Who are you? How old are you? What do you do?
Let's see what
So they can get a little feel for what's going on. How many people are here?
Space.
We are chat. Yeah, as one entity.
We are chat.
First
They
time
said,
chatting.
they said, I don't really know how to. Okay, great. Thank you guys so much for answering. Seriously, this has been really helpful. No, you're really awesome.
30 jobless.
22, studying to be a preschool teacher.
Okay.
Oh, dope.
Love
31
that.
software dev.
Okay.
A human.
24
Genesis.
Australian.
Okay. 18, you're going to zoology. I love that.
Hey, there we go.
Nice,
there we go.
nice.
38 musician.
Oh, okay.
28 credit analyst. Speaking.
Jeez, student science. I'm seeing a
I
lot
like
of science.
that person who said we like animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of
Agreed.
scientists. Wildlife photographer, 17.
There we go.
Wow.
There we
I
go.
love that. Or criminology. Okay.
Sound engineer.
I'm loving all the
Nice.
first time chatters though.
This is
Like,
great,
amazing.
Hi.
Everyone
Yeah,
following their
same.
passion and dreams. I like animals again. I like turtles.
19 alive, I respect that.
Yeah, straight up,
Nice.
straight
I
up.
feel that.
Yeah, I
Nice.
respect that.
Okay.
How many people, Space? 2,000 people here. More new friends.
All right.
Yay. Okay, I'm going to this question next.
All right, what we got?
What are each of your specialties in wildlife?
Ooh, good question.
I'll start real quick with that. So
Okay.
I'm a professional zoologist. So basically what that means is that I study wild animals out in the environment, but I also teach about them at the Natural Science Museum. But I mainly focus on wildlife photography. So I shoot long lens, as you can see. I travel to other countries and try to keep myself from getting eaten when I photograph animals out exploring.
Step one.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
get
get eaten, but photographing like lions and bears and all the cool critters and stuff like that. So yeah, long lens.
Space, could you pull up Anwar's Instagram, do you think?
Was that safe for work? I'm kidding.
Yeah, but only if you're 18 plus.
Sunday.
Pull up.
So if you guys love photography,
his
please ask some
photography.
photography questions.
Yes. Also, I'd like to mention that we are donating to Anwar right now. We would like to try to buy him a shirt.
I can't afford
Yeah.
a shirt.
He's allergic
Please
to
get that
shirts.
brother.
He's allergic to
Shirt.
shirts.
Please get that brother a
Which
shirt.
just
Yeah.
In the
just
eyes
$1 a day
of
can help
an
me get a nice
angel.
good shirt. So.
I don't know the rest of that song. That's the only part I know.
Thank
I
you,
don't know.
Shrez. That's
appreciate you.
Anwar's Instagram in chat, which is like your
no, I'm
primary
14.
platform.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Instagram.
That's mainly where I'm at. Yep.
You guys want to see some of his pictures? He's very talented.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that. Thank you. Thank you.
Get that man some Alveus merch.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
We could do that.
I love that. I love
Whoa. Hey.
What's up?
I worked with Hassan and Anwar before at the Philly Zoo. It's great.
Oh, Sandra, what's
Oh,
goodies?
hey, how's it going? Hey.
Yeah, we outside.
I love
Hi.
that.
Yep.
Hey.
They said he's also shirtless on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah,
That he
so
is.
it's really hot when I'm taking pictures. That's why. So that's the logic behind it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm next.
Curious chat. Wait,
all right.
this is hold on. We're doing a quick Instagram
Oh,
review.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Just
it's
show
me.
some of the pictures.
That is me, yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, so I started around 2020, around COVID. So quick story about how I started photography. So I was always in the animal scene, but I could never afford camera gear. So during COVID, I would actually collect dead birds. And the reason why is because unfortunately dead birds die due to window collisions in the city. They fly, they get killed.
Thanks.
And our job has a ornithology department that takes care of all those birds for conservation education. So long story short, I would collect so many birds in the city. and I had no idea there was so much diversity. When COVID hit, I couldn't do it anymore, but I was like, wait, I'm gonna buy a cheap little camera. I'm gonna explore the local parks in Philly and start my photography dream and career. And it started off with a teeny little camera photographing squirrels and pigeons and dogs and cats. And then a few years later, I'm in Africa and filming, giant animals out there. So I follow my dream. It can happen to anyone. So if I follow your dream, calculate dead birds. It's for science. It's for science.
That's what they always say.
So moral of the story, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. You never know where it'll take you.
Shrez, could you link his Instagram? If you guys want to follow his Instagram, you should.
Yeah, if you have any bird or photography questions, please hit me up.
Straight up.
Brave.
Somebody said, look at that telescope.
All right, Hassan, what about you? Specialties in wildlife.
So, for me, it's all about conservation education. Like, basically what I bring to the table is passion and love. Like I mentioned before, like ever since I was a little kid, I was always like that weird kid who was looking under rocks at bugs, or I wanted to talk about feral cats that were running around the city. But for me, one of the things that I wanted to do was like really take this to the next level and do it professionally. So I graduated from the streets with no diploma, but I bought the textbooks and kind of finessed my way into my first animal job. And what ended up happening was I kind of hit a little bit of a ceiling. And so I was like, man, I'm not stopping. I'm not playing. And so I started working 4 jobs. I worked at my zoo job, and then I would go to a Wawa down the street, W Wawa, if anybody knows. If you're from the Northeast, you already know what a Wawa is. But basically, it's like a 7-Eleven.
On crack.
And then...
Yeah, on crack, I'm telling you.
But I worked like 8 months and was able to save up the money to then go and live in Africa. So I studied leopards in Hwange National Park, and that's where I was really bitten by the bug, where I would say like, yo, this is something that I really want to take to the next level. So I came back, and this is where I met Anwar working at the Philly Zoo.
We go way back.
Yeah. Hey, we're not that old.
You should ask if we twins or not.
We're not. Then from there, I went to the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and that's where I A, got my diving license, but B, I also learned about what coral bleaching really is and like how to protect coral reefs and like their threats in the wild. Then from there, I came back to the States and I worked in Florida. That was wild because the pandemic hit and Florida was playing. And so from Florida, I went to Maryland, from Maryland to Arizona, Arizona back to Maryland, and now that's where I rest. But it's always been like one goal.
So how long have you been in Maryland then?
I've been in Maryland for like 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 years.
Wow.
Yep. I got married, and now it's time to plant some roots.
There you go. There you go.
Love it.
Can't be mad at that at all.
Specialties?
I'd say it's kind of all over the board. So I do macro photography, which is I get basically like a tiny version of Anwar's lens, and I get really up close to a lot of reptiles and amphibians. And then outside of that, I also do the film work, obviously. So I dabble a lot with a lot of environmental nonprofits that are based out of Baltimore. I show up and, basically for the first 2 years since I've been back in Baltimore, just shooting everything for free for a bunch of organizations that, need help both telling stories and getting things done. And now that I've kind of built the portfolio that's based on, those 3 films that I came out with last year, I'm starting to build into more things that actually have, a baseline and some funding behind them, which means that the projects are actually going to be, things that hopefully can make it to places where they're into, those short film contests and things of that nature. And then outside of that, I also do conservation work. So I do a lot of field work based around reptiles and amphibians all around the South America area. So I'll be in Ecuador in May, hopefully doing some really cool work down there with an organization that works with another organization that I'm really good friends with, Rewild. But yeah, specialties are kind of all over the place, but baseline is definitely macro photography and wildlife conservation.
Yo.
That's sick.
Sick.
Big black conservation.
Oh my god.
I had to say it.
Yeah.
I had to say it.
I had
I had to say it. No, I did.
Someone else said BBC.
BBC for short.
BBC.
Right, yeah.
We get it.
Yep.
Moving on.
Okay.
He had to.
Hard question. Favorite animals?
Oh, that's hard.
Can we do like a species?
Can
or
I get
like
My
a genus?
favorite, I will start.
Yeah, there you go,
Maya.
Maya.
What's yours?
My favorite animal is a domestic goat.
Wow.
Oh, and
Fire.
why is that?
Go to the goat.
They're so funny.
Go to
I
the
love
goat.
it. I grew up with them. I love them. Like it's just my favorite animal. And people expect me to say some crazy shit too. They're like,
Yeah.
it's got to be something so exotic. No,
It's a
goats. Goats are my favorite animal. Easy.
Straight up. What you got, bro?
I'm gonna stick with frogs. I'm gonna go with the fringed leaf frog. Yeah, native to the Peruvian Amazon. They get about 3 inches or so, and they're like a jet blue color with like yellow spots. Yeah, they're super
That's
cool.
good. I like that.
Cool.
I'm gonna keep it real. My favorite animal changes all the time.
Valid.
Like, the animal that kind of got me started in the field were like whales, dolphins, and porpoises. Like, I saw Flipper and was like, okay, well, pack it up. I know what I want to do now. But I think, like, since actually starting to actually work with animals, my favorite animal has definitely become giraffe. Because even though I'm allergic to them, I still love them. I know it's one of them weird things that you don't find out that you're allergic to a giraffe until you around giraffe. Like, they don't test you at the doctor's office. Like, hey, let's just see if he's allergic to giraffe.
So random. I love that.
But yeah, I'm allergic to giraffe.
Wait, but not like cows or horses?
No,
That's
cool.
so
That's
weird.
weird.
like a
Okay.
I'm allergic to Gearnook, and if you don't know what a Gearnook is, look it up.
That's wild.
And Babirusa. I'm also slightly allergic to Babirusa.
That's so random.
That's very random.
It's very random.
That's incredible.
I probably have more allergies out there.
Yeah, the way you're talking.
But I just don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
For me, it have to be an owl. The reason why, because owls have so many crazy adaptations. So they have asymmetrical hearing. They have basically silencers on their wings. But I want chat try this out, chat. Put your finger out. I want you to stare at your finger. Without moving your head, follow your finger with your eyes to the right, to the left, up and down, left and right. And that's so cool because owls can never do that because owls don't have any fingers. It's actually really cool. No,
Oh my
because
God.
owls, their eyes are actually
God.
stuck in their head and they can't move their eyeballs, so they have to turn their head. So I love that. That's one of my favorite fun facts about owls.
I love having
So,
wildlife
yeah.
presenter friends.
Yeah, he psyched me out with
So
that.
many,
Yeah.
so many dads like laugh, dying in the audience when I do that joke. They love that.
That's good.
I
That's
got
good.
trolled.
Chat, did you all do that?
Learning owls don't got fingers. Yes. Facts.
Okay, Xana, what's been your most surreal wildlife experience?
Oh,
That's a great question.
It's a great
I can
question.
start real quick. It's already there. When I was in Italy, I had a project of filming red deer. It was mating season, so we had to hike up a mountain for about an hour. And for the first time, I actually had to wear ghillie suits. If you're not, I'm sure you've seen that. You guys play Call of Duty. It's that whole like camouflage you put on so you resemble a bush. But anyway, I had to wear a ghillie suit, and I get dressed, and we're sitting there, and I have to pee. And the guy's like, "You can't pee." I'm like, "What do you mean you can't pee?" He's like, "If you pee right here, they're gonna be able to smell it." So luckily, he gave me a bottle, and I did what I had to do. But he positioned
What does that
us.
mean?
Don't worry about it. But he positioned us in certain spots. So it was like 5 of us. He said, "You sit in that rock. You sit in that pond. You sit in like this little spot." I had to sit in a puddle, and we had to wait for about 3-4 hours.
Not a puddle.
You can't move. So when you're
got
doing
that.
photography, animals are so smart. They can smell. They can hear. And you don't want to freak them out. So imagine just sitting in one spot. You can't text, you can't talk, you can't do anything. You're just sitting there. And ants are crawling in your clothes, birds are landing next to you. And we're sitting there, and all you hear is, and you can't move your head. And the guy's like, "Leave your eyes, look." And it was a giant male stag right where you're sitting, right there. And he's like chewing grass, he's looking at me. He's like, "I know you guys are there." But he kind of keeps walking. He walks out, and I have a shot of it. He goes up into the middle. He does his little roll in the mud, and he yells out, bugling, screaming into the air. And I got a shot of him screaming, and then you see all that stuff. You try to find it, but it was like one of my favorite
How
animals.
was supposed to follow that story?
I was gonna say, I knew
Easily.
you had some crazy
Just
shit.
give him the cave diving story.
But
Just give him the cave
to the-
diving.
But it was
Cave diving, that was
it was
crazy.
exhausting. But yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably say my most surreal experience was going to the Marianas Trench with OET Nautilus. Like, one of the things for me, ever since I was a kid growing up, like, I saw all these places all over the world, and I never felt like I was ever gonna actually get there. You know what I mean? Like, you grow up, you're watching like the BBC, you're watching Planet Earth, and you're like, yo, it would be crazy to get there, but you don't actually believe necessarily at the very beginning that you will get there.
Yeah.
But luckily, thanks to Black and Marine Science, they told me, it's like, yo, there's this different opportunity. Like, hey, you could go with OET Nautilus, they could bring you out. And so I signed up for the program. Luckily, I got selected, and so we went, and it was crazy. Yeah. I didn't actually go down in the submarine, but all the prep and also seeing all the dives.
Yep.
And one of the things that I really love about OET Nautilus was the fact that they got local stakeholders from the area that surrounds the Marianas Trench. Like there's the island of Guam. And there was a lot of people who were from the island of Guam who were on the vessel itself. And so while we were in port, they brought us all around Guam. And we got to do some crazy stuff because when you're hanging out with the locals, they're not taking you to the tourist spots. Like you go into the trenches for real. And so they took me cave diving. Luckily, I have now cave dived and I've done it once and I never have to do it again. But it was crazy because like here I am in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, the middle of everything. A lot of people used to call it the middle of nowhere. I consider it to be the middle of everything. You heard it here first. But I went into a cave that was formed out of like oceanic coral, and now it was just filled with this. It was pretty good tasting. Fresh water. Bro, when you dive in, the water gets in your mouth.
I was like, what?
The water gets in your mouth.
It's gonna taste super sour.
But it was fresh water, and it had been filtered. It had been filtered.
Hey,
I mean.
Your bowels will tell you if it was fresh later.
No, it was good. It was cool. I was good.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, I would say that was the most surreal thing. Next to being charged by a rhino. That was also pretty surreal, but I think the cave diving.
No, cave diving was probably
edges that one out.
Yeah, for sure. For me, probably, I mean, a lot of my work is in South America, and of course it's all based around reptiles and amphibians. So when I was in the Peruvian Amazon, on our way in, the conservationist that we were working with while we were there was basically telling us about how there's a huge issue with like gold mining. And basically in a nutshell, like the day that we came in, they had just pushed a gold mining group out of the jungle. And around that same time that they pushed them out, the military actually comes in and they'll blow up all the equipment for the gold mining. So like that afternoon right before we went night hiking, like imagine you're just, first of all, you're night hiking 90% of the time with just one or two people in the middle of nowhere. An indigenous tribe is like maybe 10 miles north of where your location is. So there's an off chance that if you're just with two other people, you may see a random person in the middle of the jungle and just question that. But so that afternoon, we had the gold mining that, you know, they blew up everything. So we're just actively listening to bombs go off. And then that same night, we end up hiking into the jungle to do like a transect, which is us basically walking through like a very thin line through the jungle where there's still brush on both sides, and we're doing like population density count where we're just trying to capture as many animals as possible. We take them back that morning, we do all the numbers on them, and then we release them back into the wild. But on our way back after doing the night hike, we end up running into, and you'll have to remind me, it's not the largest rodent on the planet, but there's another animal that's native to Peru that's like absolutely huge that looks like a rodent.
The agouti?
No, agoutis don't. This thing is like 600 pounds, but I can't remember the name of it.
600 pounds?
That's
Yeah, they're
wild.
heavy. They're heavy.
And it's a rodent or just?
No.
I think,
like,
I think it's a mammal, but I can't remember
Tapir?
It was a tapir.
Tapir.
We
That
were
makes
so we were
sense.
we were hiking through
That makes
the
sense.
jungle on our way back in, and we end up like running into a tapir. And I mean, where this mouse is and where I am, the tapir is right there.
Oh, that's
Yo, that's
so
crazy.
sick.
To the point
That's
that
crazy, and I love tapir.
to the point that the tapir got like scared and just beeline through the jungle.
I low-key would've been
and
scared.
I mean through trees, through brush, everything. It literally sounded, because there's nothing else
That's
besides
crazy.
like night monkeys making noise at night with you.
It was probably like, that's a big
And
monkey.
the only thing you hear is what sounds like a freight train going through the jungle, because they're so heavy
That's
and they're so
wild.
fast. It's
Wow.
just full speed, like
Sheesh.
right in front of you. And
That's crazy.
that's probably my most surreal experience. Yeah.
How about you?
It was like, yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
First of all, Chet, is this not an insane group of people? Wait, this is so sick. Also, okay, what platform? Have you guys streamed on Twitch? You have.
Yes.
You have. You have not.
No.
And you don't have to. You can do whatever you
I
want.
be doing streaming in real life, like just without the camera.
Yeah.
Side quest, man.
Let's can we link their Instagrams though? So we've got Shrez has got their 2 Instagrams, and your Instagram is what's the at?
The real Herp Hero. I
The
think
Real
you put
Herp
it in
Hero.
when
Oh,
I
you did.
talked. Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah,
much,
sure.
Shrez.
Thank
Okay,
you.
there
That'd be Shrez.
are their Instagrams. Please go follow them. My most surreal experience. The first one that I thought of, it's kind of hard to explain, but like, okay, so I was in the Amazon, and I looked up and I saw blue and yellow macaws flying over, which is very common out there to see macaws, right?
Definitely.
But we have a blue and yellow macaw, and it was my first time seeing them in the wild. And I'm like really, really passionate about this ambassador model, right? And like people getting connected to these animals and then caring about their wild counterpart. And it was such a trip to see a parrot that I feel like I know personally in the wild in like a very parasocial way. I'm like, Tico, you know, there she goes. And it just was like really special and really important to me. Also, with it being parrots, because people forget that parrots just exist in the wild. They're like, oh, that's a pet.
They do.
Like they're just like,
actually
they don't think about African greys like living in the wild. They just see them in captivity.
They're so beautiful.
And
in
so
the wild, too.
and so seeing them in the wild,
Yeah,
I was like,
groups.
oh man, they're really out here, and like we're really doing this for a reason. And it was
Yeah.
really exciting. It felt really good.
Yeah.
But that was a very like, I don't really know how to articulate that. It was just a very internal thing.
No, I feel that now.
I cried.
I love that.
Full circle.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I went to Africa, I cried before I got there. I cried on the plane, and I cried when I landed.
Oh, I cried in
Because
Africa
I
once,
never
too.
imagined me
I don't
being.
cry.
I never imagined being from the city, like this kid from the city, actually making it out to the wild, living my dreams. So,
Okay, this one's for all you guys, but it's for Hassan
Ooh.
mostly.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What is it?
Craziest animal fact.
Oh, okay. There's a lot.
I don't have anything.
Oh
All right.
boy.
That's what I was like.
Alright.
This is
No,
you.
just
Let me
one.
ask you this.
Just
You
one.
got it.
Okay, just one.
Just
Yeah.
one.
Let me think.
Maya cried like 20. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I said
Should
I
it be
cried.
PG-13 or keep it PG?
That's the
It
chat.
could be 13. PG-13.
PG-13. Is everybody in here 13 plus?
Yes.
We hope.
Yes. Yes.
Like they have
They're
no
like
choice.
What kind of fact are you
they're
about
like
to give?
early,
I'm scared.
mid,
What are you
late
about?
20s.
What are you about to
They're
say?
in
You know what? I'm gonna keep it easy. I'm gonna keep it easy. I'll keep it easy. I'll keep it easy.
What are you
And I'll
about to
keep.
say?
So let me tell you this. So when you look at chat, you tell me. When you look at a tiger, what colors do you see? Like a generic tiger, like a normal tiger. What colors do you see?
Yellow and purple.
Don't listen to him. Orange and black. That's
Orange
right.
and black.
Orange and black. That's right. And the reason why is because we can actually perceive the color orange. Deer cannot see the color orange. So when a tiger is around a deer, what a deer is seeing is green and black. And so no mammal can produce naturally the color green. Sloths make the color green, but that's just because it's so dirty. They just grow algae in their fur. But tigers, they just nasty.
Yeah.
They just nasty with it.
Disgusting.
But so tigers to us look orange and black. And we're like, man, why would they be orange and black? They're so conspicuous. But it's conspicuous to us. It's not conspicuous to a deer.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah,
cool.
hashtag facts is one of my favorite facts.
That's
Also,
cool.
sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. That's another one of my favorite facts.
Boom.
What's another good
I
one?
identify as a
Hassan
sloth.
was telling that fact yesterday, and we were walking around again at this cocktail hour. I'm walking around. I hear Hassan from like
Yes,
far away.
yeah, just screaming.
He's in this hat talking to like a group
Yes.
of people. He's now been like surrounded by this group of people that
Yeehaw.
are listening to him, and he's like,
Oh,
sloths
man.
can hold their breath for 25 minutes. And I was like, okay, he's doing
Big
his thing.
facts, no little joints.
Everybody knows now.
That's
But
funny.
that's the same. Tigers and like antelopes, right? The antelopes that we saw in South Africa, chat, that are red on this green background. You're like, that's terrible camouflage.
Yeah.
But it's really actually great camouflage.
Spot on.
So cool.
Yep.
Excellent.
Hashtag facts.
Here we go.
Hashtag facts. He's a big facts guy. This is do you have your own Twitch channel yet? They're all linked in the title. Oh, their Twitch channels are linked in the title.
Yep.
We
Oh,
shall
there's
see.
a question for Jacob. Favorite
this one?
crocodilian species?
Oh,
You
there
want
you
this
go.
one?
Is it okay if I do? I don't know the scientific name.
Yeah, oh, I say
but
comments all the
okay,
time.
cool. I'll probably go with like a dwarf caiman. Yeah. So when I was in the Peruvian Amazon, I got lucky, and the guy that I was there with had already followed me on Instagram, so he knew I had experience with crocodiles as well as just reptiles and amphibians in general. So he ended up letting me, when they were leading, because they were about to do pit tagging on some of the caiman species that they were capturing down there. So we're literally, imagine like, first of all, if it's cloudy, it's basically pitch dark. So the only thing that we have are headlights, flashlights, and when we're actually doing this, the only person that has their light on is just the person that's leading the boat. So we have the guy that's directing the boat, and when I say boat, I really mean more of like
a dinghy.
Yeah, like a dinghy. that literally the guy that's in the back has been like piloting that river in the Amazon for basically like his entire life. So he basically needs no light. He can get around with or without it. Needless to say, we end up, I'm leading the boat with the flashlight in the front, and I'm like genuinely like jumping off of the front of the boat to capture the crocodile, and then after we capture it, we bring it back on to the boat,
crazy.
pit tag it, and then we release it.
Wow.
And it's insane.
That's awesome.
It's insane.
That's awesome.
So sick.
Yeah.
Hassan, what was your PG-13 fact?
Yeah, I'm scared now.
That porn saved pandas.
Oh.
Yeah, porn saved
Yeah,
pandas.
yeah.
That's
You
PG-13.
gotta tell them about
Oh
that.
yeah, now you have to explain it.
them.
Okay, so
Really quick.
I know a lot of people in here are young, but for a long time, one of the biggest things in conservation was how do we save pandas?
Yeah.
The females are only receptive for like 3 days out of the year, and honestly, male pandas would rather eat bamboo than to do that thing. So
Fair enough.
they were having a lot of issues with actually getting them to be able to breed until some mad scientist said, and I just see him eating like some pretentious fruit.
Yeah.
Like he walks in there and is like,
I know the answer.
did you guys try porn? And
I
then
feel like they made a
what they
documentary
did was they did.
Yeah.
Oh.
They actually put videos of pandas procreating on TV,
Yeah.
and they put the sounds into the habitat, and it actually worked.
There we go.
And that's just like one of the things that I love to tell people about like conservation is that there's a lot of conservation that is like hard-nosed science.
Yeah.
Like it's about population numbers, it's about doing like really specific things. And there's a little bit that's like just art. And we are just trying different things that we think could possibly work. So yeah.
Got them horned up.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's a good fact.
That's a
I gotta pull that
That's
out
a great
more
fact.
often.
awesome.
One of my favorites.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
wild.
good. All right, I'm looking for. Okay, here. Do they have YouTube channels or Instagram? The Instagrams have been linked in the chat, but yeah, tell them about what you guys do on socials.
Yeah. So primarily on TikTok and Instagram.
I'm gonna pee while you guys explain. 'Cause
All right.
Yeah.
They don't really need me to.
Mainly on TikTok and Instagram, I shoot a lot of my short form content. So all my photos are on Instagram and TikTok, and all my short form reels and stuff like that. For Twitch, I'm trying to get more into live streaming my photography adventures. If you guys want to join me along for that, so when I'm out at a park or if I'm traveling and you want to see the behind the scenes of how I use this lens and how I capture the animals on camera, be sure to follow me on Twitch. And on YouTube, I'm working on longer form content. So I shot my first short film when I was in Spain called The Search for the Iberian Lynx, which was at one point, an animal that was on the brink of being in danger, almost going extinct. And it's a crazy story how they were brought back from the brink of extinction. So I shot my first short film, and I actually did pretty well on YouTube. So I'm pretty sure my YouTube name, if you just type in Anwar, Abdul Kalwi, or just follow my Insta, you'll get the link to my YouTube. So, but yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on social media, basically one of the things that I want to do is as we see more and more people going out into nature, one of the things that we're also seeing is that a lot of people are lacking in like wildlife etiquette. And so you'll see them go to national parks and they'll stack rocks, or you'll see them go to the beach and they'll dig these big pits on beaches that turtles come on. You'll also see people do like what I consider to be extreme herping, which is where they'll like jump into a pond, pick up a turtle, or like they'll jump on top of a snake, or you'll see people do stupid stuff like allow an iguana to bite them. And they're doing this for the clicks and views. People are looking at that material.
Yeah.
And so what I do is a lot of people don't know the difference between what real conservation looks like and what like that funny stuff is. Because there's some people who out here doing it for real, and there's some people who out here doing it for play. And so what I try to do is articulate like what are the differences between those two groups, right? So there's like one of my favorite videos was this girl who put a carrot in her mouth and let a giraffe like lick the carrot out of her mouth.
Can we pull it up?
Yeah.
Wild.
Production.
Yeah, that shit
Wild.
that video was insane.
That's
So
wild.
funny.
This was
Insane.
disgusting.
Insane.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Do you need his Instagram space? Or you have it?
That was wild.
Should be.
Actually, I can just send you the video. Is it this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna link it to you.
Oh god.
Shah, this is the video.
Yeah.
Yo, it's wild work. It's wild work.
Yeah.
Just wait for it to come up, 'cause
I love this short.
I'm excited to rewatch it.
Oh,
to be
this
honest.
no, not
Yeah,
this
it's
video. I hate
This video will kill.
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up. Make them see it.
Videos.
Any audio? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stand by,
yeah.
chat. Hold on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's bad, Chad.
Yeah, yuck is right.
That's pretty bad.
You guys are having a valid reaction.
Yeah.
The animal industry or zoonotic diseases. There is one fail-proof way to get a zoonotic disease, and it's by doing some nasty stuff like that.
And she was fully into
Tongue
it.
it down a giraffe, obviously out the pocket. So you can tell that this is a male giraffe because if you look at his ossicones,
Yo,
what
he's
you'll see
spitting.
is that they're really big and they have a bunch of little bumps on them, right? Male giraffes drink pee. They get peed on.
Yeah, he threw the full shebang in there.
Women respond, and it gives them an opportunity
The lip.
Lips is crazy.
to breathe. So over here, she is just in uncharted territory.
That's
That's
so
why
good.
I tell people, like, don't let no animal lick you in your mouth. What are you talking about? Wow.
Oh, that's so
This
gross.
is sad.
Okay, so number one.
This is
One of the
disgusting.
things that
Okay.
we
Straight
love to
up,
talk about
straight up.
in
Where'd you
the
film that?
industry
In your
are
house?
zoonotic
No,
diseases.
so that's
There
a
is
green
one
screen in
You
a
can turn it
studio
off,
in
guys.
Baltimore.
Isn't it good though?
Replay.
That's good.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's
It
good.
looks really good.
Yeah.
Yo, shut up! Hold on.
Yeah, shout him
Shout
out,
out to my bull,
shout him out.
JPR of
Yeah.
JPR Create.
Yeah.
He gets busy. He's an inspiration for all us young brothers out here doing it for real and not for play.
Yeah.
But he has been one of my favorite camera people to work with. And he's like a cameraman through and through. Like he works with like all kinds of different brands all around Baltimore and New York, like
Yeah.
firework.
He works with,
Definitely
like,
look
Adobe.
him up.
So it was like in a studio you recorded that?
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacob?
What about you?
I have all of the above. They're all at the Real Herp Hero. So my portfolio is on my website. You can find that on my Instagram, and then YouTube channel is where you can find my 3 short films that I put out last year.
And they're good too.
Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But yeah, outside of that, I'm trying to get on Twitch, play more like games and stuff. I play a lot of Fallout right now because I've been rewatching the show that came out, and then I'm also trying to get into Arc Raiders, but I don't have anybody to play with. So chat, if you guys follow me and you want to play, let me know, man.
Brave.
Otherwise,
Right.
Otherwise, no, I need people to play with.
Okay.
I do. Otherwise, IRL, I'm trying to stream more similar to Anwar, where I'm out in the field doing things. But it's hard when you're dabbling the camera, the macro photography, and trying to lead people to do interviews. So it's a full setup, especially when you don't really have a budget to get someone to help you out.
You're kind of tapped in, right? You watch Twitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys don't really
I watch Twitch.
You do?
Yep. I watch gaming. Yeah.
Gaming.
Yeah. Huge into
I'm not
gaming.
going to lie
I
to
watch that
y'all.
IRL.
Yeah. Huge into gaming as well. So yeah. And you also you're streaming as well.
I just be outside.
You said you're just you don't.
I
watch
just be
Twitch.
outside.
That's
Yeah,
valid. That's
no,
valid.
that's facts. You should be outside on
Chronically
stream.
online.
Okay, deeper question. How do you give people hope about conservation? I feel like I just see
good
bad news.
question.
Oh, that's a
Good
great
question.
question.
I'm an optimist through and through.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I'm a hopeless optimist, right?
Yeah.
Like I see the silver lining in everything. And one of the things that has given me a lot of pause and a lot of hope about conservation is every time that I feel hopeless about something, right? And I start to go down the rabbit hole of figuring out like how I can affect a change. What I find are entire massive groups of people who are working and dedicated to that exact same thing.
Yep.
So for every person who you see who doesn't care, I kid you not, there's somebody behind the scenes who's working day and night and has like wrinkly fingers from picking up like soils inside of the Everglades, or somebody who has like cuts and scratches from like trying to conserve sharks. Like there are people
That are doing great
who
work.
see the same things that all of y'all are seeing that are happening in the wild world, but are not taking no for an answer.
Yeah.
And so like part of the reason why we connected and felt so like at home coming and being with Maya was because she's on the same wave.
Yeah. And I feel like just to piggyback off of what he said, like my entire like film space and me wanting to getting into the film world is literally just to structure a film space around capturing the people that are already doing that
it for
great
real.
work.
Yep.
Because it's like there's so many people that you don't hear about. And my biggest thing is like just to touch on like tigers, like what you were speaking on. I watched a documentary about a guy that sat in a blind for 2 years before he got one shot that they could use for Nat Geo.
That's
And it's
so
like
crazy.
and it's like you may learn about the guy that had to sit there and get that one shot, but there's millions of other people that are also
Right.
doing absolutely amazing work. So I'd say the biggest advice that I can give you or hope that you can look forward to is just finding more people like everyone that's sitting here.
Yeah.
People that can provide that hope and that that dream for you to actually have something to look forward
I
to.
love that.
Because, you know, there's zoos and aquariums that have all these animals that you can go see, but then there's people that are actually out there doing the field work to even make zoos and aquariums possible for animals to even be there. So it's, you know, just having a baseline and people that you can kind of ground yourself within. And it's been amazing, especially moving back to Baltimore and being able to build a community like this, because in California I was there and I worked at like a small scale reptile zoo, and it was like the work was cool, but I felt like it was baseline. Like I wasn't really doing anything that was actually conserving or protecting any species. But now that we're, you know, building a group and building a fan base, a community, exactly, a family that has the opportunity to really make some things shake, it's, you know, grounding yourself within that community if you're someone that wants to get into the conservation space.
Yeah, for me, my philosophy has always been focus on the small wins. Like people are so focused on the grandiose, the giant like changes, like changing the world. I try to focus on those small victories, and what that means is that if I can convince a small child to care about a cockroach, that kid can grow up to be the next like president of the United States, and he can be like, look, I learned this fun fact about a roach many years ago, and now I want to be a voice for conservation. I look at myself where like I work full time at a museum, and as a kid I used to go to that place all the time, and I used to watch the live animal shows, and I was so inspired by the person on the stage teaching about animals. And now, the same place that I volunteered at as a high schooler, I'm actually running as an adult. And I can be the person to make those changes. And I took that one person to inspire me. So I always say, never like when you're talking to people, you can really do crazy impact. You can just like the smallest thing could be the hugest change in someone's life. So never take that for granted and focus on those small wins. I know the world is a scary place, but focus on what you control, what you can fix, and those small battles can really make a huge outcome in the end. So.
What the hell? Those were all such good answers.
Clock it, chat.
Alice said, teach a man
I like
fish
that.
type shit.
I like that.
Hey,
Type shit.
clock
Clock it,
it,
chat.
yeah, clock it.
See, we all learn.
That was a beautiful question.
That was a great
That was a
question.
really
Yeah,
beautiful
straight up,
question.
straight up.
Shout out.
Yeah.
W
Contact
question.
TTO, man.
Chat, if you want to ask questions, you can do #ask and then type your question. Great. So they get it. Fun question. Who is your favorite of Alveus ambassador? I took them on a tour earlier, so they've seen them. Who is your favorite?
What's the small fox?
Finn.
Finn's so cute.
Finn
Little
was
funny
very
face.
cute today.
I love foxes, so yeah.
Honestly, Winnie the Moo. I'm a sucker for hoof stock. She let me come up, give her some back scratches. I think we're locked in now.
Yeah. I like the marmosets. Both
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, both of them.
They were
Appa
really
and
cute today.
Momo.
Yeah,
Appa and Momo.
Yeah, Avatar.
Aw.
Love that.
Okay, I think this is a good question because a lot of these are young people that are newly into wildlife. Like a lot of the people that watch our streams, is one of the coolest parts about Alveus.
Yeah.
They're not like ecologists and biologists necessarily. Some of them are,
Yeah.
but most of them are normal young people doing other jobs, or they're gamers or whatever that are just now finding this. That are like, wait, this is really cool. So, advice from you guys: what is the best way to get into conservation professionally?
That is a good
That is
question.
a great
I
question.
feel like start not professionally. I mean, it's really just if you see something wrong.
Hold on, snaps.
Yeah.
Snaps for that, yo.
Start
Snaps for that.
One more time.
Yeah, say that one more time. That was a bar. Hold on,
I'm gonna run it
that was a
back.
bar.
I'm gonna run it back.
That was a bar. High key.
I'm running back. So start not professionally. Like
Straight up.
Unfortunately, a lot of the ways that you have to get your foot into the door with conservation are all unpaid things that you have to go out and do.
Yep.
So like even for me, like I may be busy with like the freelance work, also being a zookeeper, and then running ship at home, as well as all the life things that are going on. But there's I still volunteer probably 16 hours out of my week with organizations just doing things, and that's all free of charge. So like for example, I still volunteer at like the National Aquarium down in Baltimore, and it's just getting your foot in the door because you want to get your foot in the door. So if it's you may have a lot of water bottles at home, like you don't really see why like water bottles need to be a thing if you live in a place where you can just drink out of the sink. So it's automatically like just building that narrative within like your family and the people that you care about is how I've slowly like built the steps. Because for me it was like, as a kid, we used to have the 36 pack from Walmart at home, but then I was like, guys, we really don't need like all these water bottles. We have like 18 glasses, 3 different types of plastic cup and all these other things. Let's just cut it out. And that's your first way to get into conservation without even knowing that you're in it. It's unconscious, but just paying attention to the things that you can do to make little steps to build it up to a professional level. And then once you get to that professional level, you've now already been practicing all the conservation practices. So it's, you know, it may be hard to pitch to someone that you want to hire you. But I mean, unfortunately, a lot of conservation work is pro bono. So it's like you just got to do what you got to do.
I really want to piggyback off of what he said with the start unprofessionally. So a lot of people, when you look at the field of conservation, when you look at zoology, when you look at marine biology, or any of the ologies, right? What you find is that there are people who, when you look at them from afar, you feel like they're so sophisticated. But when you get into these rooms, you begin to understand that they know what they're talking about, but so do you, right? So the thing that I would say to people is start by just getting those textbooks and reading them. Start by putting yourself into environments where there are people who are conservation minded. Start by looking into people like Jane Goodall. Like, for example, Jane Goodall, she went and she studied chimps when people thought that animals didn't have an emotion or feelings, right? And so she just went out there and just started doing it. And
also, no, she started in a secretary role. She just she was interested in what this researcher was doing. She went in there. He happened to need a secretary, and she was like, okay. And then he was like, do you want to go do this? And she was like, okay. And that's how she ended up in that job.
And so the moral of the story here is that there's no one way to get into this field, but generally speaking, the way that I would say is the most coherent or the most efficient way is to go to school and get a degree in one of the biologic sciences, just so that you can, if you can afford it. But if you can't, just get the textbooks or just do your own research, like go to local accredited facilities and try to get volunteer programs or try to get internships there. And then from there, once you're in the field, like, it becomes a lot more easier to kind of find your path from there. But the thing that I want to emphasize the most is that there's no one way to get into this space. Like, there's no one way.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'll speak for the photography side. For the most part, I say just start now. Everyone always says, like, hey, how do I start wildlife photography? Dude, what I do, obviously, it takes skill, it takes timing, but anyone can do it. Like, I graduated from YouTube University. Everything that I learned about cameras came from YouTube. Like, I studied the best gear, the best lenses, what can I afford, the best technique. And my goal is to break down that stereotype that you have to have a giant lens or you have to be this professional person at Nat Geo Discovery to be a photographer. No, I'm my own person. This is my own money. This is all me. And I did out and did the thing. And the worst thing, the main thing I tell people is that the worst feeling is when you don't have anything set up in your life. So if you meet somebody, you're talking. I'm getting scared. If you meet somebody and you're talking to them, and it could be someone from a big channel like Disney or whatever, and they say, "Oh, you're into photography. Show me your work," and you say, "I'm thinking about it." That's the worst thing ever because they'll say, "Oh, you're not serious about this." John over there, John started photography. Sally, she did her stuff. Don't focus on the numbers. Don't focus on how great the pictures are. Get a phone. I start off using my iPhone as well.
I remember that.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I started off on iPhone. Get a phone. Go out to your local park. You don't have to go to Africa or around the world. You'd be surprised how much biodiversity can be found right in your backyard. And you just practice. I practiced for days and days and days just shooting squirrels and cats and dogs so that when I got a chance to go to these countries, I knew what I was doing.
And you had a museum exhibit completely dedicated to the birds.
I had my own exhibit.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, I had my own exhibit. I had 2 TV appearances and everything. It was my life took off because I followed my dream and I wasn't gatekept by the fact that I didn't come from this background.
Heavy on that.
Follow your dream, guys.
Yeah, bro, give them a camera rundown, bro. A lot of the chat.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah. So this is
that's a bazooka.
This is a bazooka. Yeah. This is actually a 500 millimeter f4 prime lens. I didn't start off with this. This is more of like a higher tier professional lens. So basically, long story short, it helps me get really good shots. And then I'm rocking with the Canon R5. I'm a Canon shooter. Canon, if you guys are watching Canon.
Yeah,
please, Canon, please.
Anyone work at Canon?
Please, Canon. Yeah. or anyone that wants to meet. But yeah, I shoot the Canon R5 Mark II. And what's really cool about technology and technique is the fact that these guys have built in, this is going to be a buzzword, but it has built-in AI.
Facts.
And the AI in it has animal tracking.
Oh.
And what that means is that you can actually hit a button and it locks onto the animal's face. It's like birds, people, mammals, whatever it is.
It's basically a cheat code.
And it's a cheat code, but the main thing is it helps you get those shots out in nature so that you can actually, you know, tell the story that you want to tell. So.
Dude, it's just daily.
But yeah, but I didn't start off with this. Go to Target, go to Walmart, go to Amazon, buy a cheap starter lens. Start small.
Kodak.
Yeah, anything. Start small and learn technique. Learn all those things. If you have any questions, hit me up. And I'll answer all your questions and all that stuff later on. But start small.
You said brave.
Hey, all of these guys want you to DM them on Instagram.
Please,
so
but
good luck.
yeah.
As a bug lover, guys, if you have an iPhone, the macro
Yo,
capability
it's dope.
on an
It's
iPhone
dope.
is nuts.
Yeah.
Like
It's
dope.
genuinely.
Anything above a 14, you're good.
Oh my
One more
gosh,
thing really
yeah.
fast too. You guys are so lucky because you have access to the internet. You have so much stuff. There are kids now who are like 17, 15-year-old that I meet who are amazing photographers, like better than me because they started way earlier because they have more resources than I did when I was a kid. So you guys have so much stuff now you can do, like YouTube, Google, all that stuff that we didn't have access to growing up. So please take advantage of all the stuff.
Hey man, don't age yourself. Don't age
All
me.
right, bro.
Would any of you guys
got
like
next.
to? I've been picking the questions just for the sake of flow, but is there anything in here that you've seen that you like want to answer?
You've been doing pretty good so far.
There's some good
Pasta.
favorite pasta shape. Yeah, this is a, you know,
That's
it's an important
That's elbow
question.
macaroni.
Yeah.
Next question.
Easy.
Gotta go with dependent for sure.
We answered
Ooh, this is
that
a good one.
Which one's that?
Me picking the questions again? No,
Underrated
someone else pick a
species.
freaking question. I've been picking the
Frogs.
questions.
That's a good
Oh,
species.
underrated species?
Underrated.
Oh, thank you so much for the $100 donation.
Wait.
$100
Let's go.
dono.
Thank you so
Let's
much.
go.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hold on, clap for that.
W
Clap-
Pixel,
clap it
man.
up.
W
Clap it up.
Pixel.
Clap it up.
P5,
Love
thank
that.
you.
We love P5.
Underrated
Big
species.
P5.
Yeah, that's a great question.
This one's a bit easy because you always talk about this one. I'll say the Madagascar roasting cockroaches or roaches in general.
Yeah, let's clap it up. Clap
Yeah,
for the
I feel like
Shout out to
roaches, they
roaches.
do so much good for the environment. People hate them,
Crickets.
people want to kill them, but without roaches, we all be dead. You know,
Yeah,
like
we'd be
they're
cooked.
so good for the cleaning and
The
all that
tradable
stuff.
ones.
Yeah, yeah. So I would say roaches.
You say roaches?
Yeah.
I second that, and I also
Yeah.
say vultures.
Mm.
Vultures are another cleanup
Yes.
crew. They're the reason why when we walk down the street, like we're not seeing like
Yeah.
all sorts of craziness and filth.
Yep.
Like these animals are incredibly important, and also, you know, vultures are incredibly under threat, especially with the poaching epidemic that's been happening. What you find is that vultures are like the first line of defense for people to know when an animal has been poached because a large kettle or a large circle
question.
of vultures
Very
will be
nice.
spinning around you.
Take a
And
picture.
so when you look and you see all those vultures, the poachers, they actually will poison the carcass so that the vultures don't do that. And so their numbers have plummeted. And so there's been a lot of conservation efforts and a lot of education that's been happening, especially with groups like Volpro.
Shout out Volpro.
Shout out Volpro.
We love Volpro out here.
But yeah, I'd say they're my underrated species because they're also cute if you get to know them. All right?
They
I don't
are.
know about all that.
I will say,
I got that
they
one.
are cute if you
What
get
the
to know 'em.
hell?
Y'all got
Yeah,
that
get-
one. I'm
Take
sorry.
that back.
I'm sorry.
They
Leave
are
Jacob.
cute.
I got it.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh,
I'm
you're
sorry.
done.
All right, we got another question.
So if you can pull my Instagram up, so it's the favorite video. When I was in South Africa, I'll wait for you to pull it up. I'll give the
What?
context. But
What video?
it's going to be a video of me filming a lion. It's like, I think I tagged it. But if you can pull it up, I can probably find it really quick.
73, they're
Space is
cute.
on it.
I don't know, man. Vultures just ain't me.
It's this one right here. Right.
Bro, just scrolled like 8 times.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't know your own videos, game?
I have a lot of videos on here.
Is it not the one with the big lion on the
Jacob will make you sweat.
front? Got to, bro. Gotta keep it humble.
It's no. I forgot I had trouble with this one before. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I look forward to Ari getting vultures in the future too.
Hey!
Straight up.
Really? That's a good one. Nice.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Come on, where is it at? I had it
Baby
with me.
vultures, that vulture. I've never seen a baby vulture.
They're cute. They're fuzzy.
You guys keep saying that, but I don't know.
Oh,
They
which
are.
photo are you?
Well,
the
while I
most
look
proud
for
of?
it, you guys can yap about something while I look for it.
No,
Okay.
go for it. Should we choose another
How long
question?
have we been here? You
Well, I
guys
can actually just
having
answer it. No.
Oh yeah,
a
this
lot
is
of
so
fun.
much fun.
Yay!
This is amazing. This is
It's like what I do in
thinking
my
about
brain at
this,
home,
yeah.
basically.
Chad, are you
Talking
guys
to
having a good
myself about
time?
wildlife, man.
I'm trying to think what my favorite video. Probably that video of the wildebeest giving birth. That was wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. It was so much liquid involved in that process.
You're a dangerous guy, bro.
Like it was just.
That's
I
crazy.
just.
You are a dangerous
I didn't
man.
expect
That's
it
a
to be
crazy thing to
dry,
say.
but I didn't expect for there to be that. Like there was a lot of.
That's crazy.
A large
to say.
volume of water.
Bro,
that wasn't water.
That's a crazy visual, though.
But yeah, and then the little dude like started standing up, and I was like, oh my god. And then you could see like all the afterbirth and the umbilical cord. It was wild.
Love
Why
that.
y'all both keep choosing videos instead of pictures, man?
I don't take a lot of pictures. Except pictures of myself.
We did see a cheetah eating a carcass in South Africa, and by we, I mean Maya. Yes, that is true.
W mine.
It was crazy.
That sounds crazy.
It
Like
was
that scene
crazy.
from Ace Ventura. Kind of like that. It was kind of like
This
that.
is the one.
Okay.
That's the one. I can get some
Okay,
context. So
yes,
context, if you guys seen Maya's stream when she's doing the safari stream, there's so many cars always on the road, so getting really good shots is pretty challenging. And we were on the road and we saw a whole like so many cars just blocked up. And I'm like, what are you looking at? And there was a male and female lion basically blocking the road. So I was like, well, I can't get any shots of this because like all the cars are blocking it. The lion gets up, and you're gonna see in the video, it walks out. And I'm like, oh crap, it's going to the right spot. And it happens to walk out right in front of me. I get the best shot. But it was all just luck.
You're fighting with him.
But you can see it as I'm following. I'm like, wait, the lion's moving. It walks past all the cars.
Oh, that's fire.
I'm like, wait, it's coming right. It goes right in the open just for me. And I'm like freaking out. You'll be able to see the shots.
Where's this at?
This is South Africa. This is Kruger.
See, that's why he's so strong.
Now,
You see
dude.
how he's holding up that big bazooka?
This is pretty heavy. If people ask how heavy it is, it's like, yeah, it's pretty.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
But all of that
Color
because the
grading.
lion just got up randomly and walked in my direction.
Wow.
W color grade chat.
Yeah.
But there you go. So yeah.
A moment for the
So
edit.
my favorite
That's
quote
banger.
is "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity."
Preach.
Hashtag
Yep.
facts,
That's a good
chat.
quote.
Yep.
All right. Did you see one you liked in there, Jacob? We'll do a couple more, chat, and then I think we're gonna close up here.
Oh, I love sharks, bro. Do you like sharks? Click on that one.
Up there,
my
that's all him.
God,
There you
bro.
go.
Yes, we do. Next question.
Yes, we do. Next question.
Hey, we do like sharks. We do.
Is that really next question?
Yeah, next question. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's a
Favorite
yes or no
shark is
question.
the cookie cutter shark.
W
They,
shark.
they made an entire nuclear submarine go back to port. Shark beats nuclear submarine. Next question.
W shark. There you go.
We have solved that mystery.
Neo?
That's hilarious.
That's crazy. Dream place to travel?
Antarctica.
Australia. Australia.
Okay. I have no clue actually. Probably Madagascar. Or like Fiji.
Oh,
Islands.
Madagascar. Fiji was dope.
Yeah, I
Fiji was
love
dope.
Fiji. You guys see anything?
That one is a good.
Yeah.
Surely you've got a favorite reptile.
Oh, me? I feel like it's
Number
also my favorite
67.
animal.
Komodo dragon.
No, it's still the frog.
For the
Oh, I'm tripping.
Reptile.
Reptile? Probably a sailfin lizard.
Those are
that's pretty
those
cool.
Basilisk lizard.
Yeah,
They're
basilisk
W.
basically like the same thing, except they just have like a huge sail in the back. The
Which
males
one?
do anyway. Sailfin dragons.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's the basilisk.
Yeah,
They
I
can
love
run on water if you guys didn't know.
Chat, their
Insane.
their Twitch channels are in the title.
Yeah,
So you can
yeah.
click their names in the title. You can go follow them on Twitch. Maybe they'll be live.
Yeah.
Wildlife.
Yeah.
Heavy on the main.
Wildlife traveling
Whose
tips.
phone is that in the middle? I don't. What is
Oh, click on wildlife
Did it
traveling
overheat?
tips.
I think it
That was a good one.
Whose dog is that?
Where's that?
I
Harry?
think it overheated.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It's a verification.
That's
Oh, because you've
hilarious.
been live too long?
Oh, yeah.
That's
make sure you're
bizarre.
not a bot.
You want to go
Ah.
first for the
You think
wildlife
some
tips?
AI guys-
Yeah,
Traveling
where's it at?
tips?
Do you see it?
I saw it on that screen. I didn't see it there.
Oh, it's probably gonna be at the top. Then you have to scroll or all the way down. You can scroll
okay.
it to the bottom.
That's what
Yeah.
Good one.
So my biggest wildlife traveling tip. Well, I have two.
I knew what I was gonna say.
Number one
Yep.
is take nothing but pictures,
Yep.
leave nothing but
Yep.
footsteps.
Yep.
You want to make sure that you're not leaving anything behind.
Yep.
You also want to make sure you're not one of those people who thinks it's a good idea to also like write your name on a rock or something like that. Like make sure that you are leaving these places exactly the same as when you come.
Yep.
That's number one. And number two, don't be scared to get out there and do it by yourself.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started traveling, like I tried to get like the group chat in on it before these Ooh, I almost cursed. Before these brothers was in my group chat.
You can
No, that's not. It wasn't a curse word.
You can also say that.
Nah, it's best I say these brothers.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah, but
Appreciate
before these brothers was in the group chat. But
Oh my God. Maya gave him the card.
No, okay, I mean, you can say.
She did. Legendary.
nah, but
Oh man.
nah, but travel by yourself.
That's
Like
funny.
I have learned who I am by traveling by myself.
That's
I learned
true.
what I'm capable of.
That's
I've
true.
learned how strong I am, and I've also learned like what I really like to do. Because yo, I'm one of those people when I travel.
Yep.
At 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm already outside.
Yep.
All right, I'm outside, and I probably had 2 or 3 adventures by that point.
Yep.
Right. If I travel with other people, like some people don't like, and respect to y'all, they like waking up at 2 o'clock and like meandering out.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I want to be outside before the sun comes up.
Yeah.
It's when the animals are most active.
I have 2 main ones. I would say, like he said, like be respectful, but also with the people. I think people tend to forget that the main thing about the environment is
I
it's
gotta
not just
fix
the
my
animal,
screen,
it's also the people that live there. People usually go to places, they want to film like beautiful trees and plants and wildlife, but they end up destroying the environment for the people that actually live there. So
Yeah.
be respectful of people's culture. And also shout out to a lot of the female photographers and female travelers. 'cause
shout out.
When I was traveling, I had a lot of friends, and their experiences are different than our experiences.
Yeah,
You say
for real,
travel
for real.
alone, but
That's what I was gonna
not
say
everyone
that. I
has
was like,
that
yeah, but, like,
privilege of
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
true. That's true.
And I have
That's
some
true.
friends who do it alone, and they do their thing. And so a big shout out to those people who go out there and do their stuff, because it's a different world for them, and they put themselves out there. And I know my life would be really totally different if I had to experience some of those things.
Yeah, if
traveling.
you guys
So be
are
safe.
any women photographers out there, definitely look up Erin Rainey from Girls Who Click.
Yes.
She's very dope, and she's helping
Yep.
give like tips and tricks with
Yep.
a bunch of other female
Yep.
photographers
Yep.
on like what are the best ways to do it.
And how to help women.
And
out
also
there.
even
So,
the
yep,
guys,
yep.
also the guys. Make sure you follow
Make
her
sure you
too
follow as
because
well, yep.
she gives a lot of tips for guys who are going out in the field with women
Yep.
and how to be respectful
Yep.
and the best decorum to have when you're in those spaces.
Yep.
Just so you guys, some of you probably know this. When they type things in caps and when it looks like not a word, it's an emote. So like we're not seeing it, but it's like a picture. They're not having like spasms.
That's
Oh,
funny.
okay.
The last part I will say really fast is do your research as well. Traveling is pretty expensive. When we first started traveling, we used to like go to places without a plan.
Yo,
Don't do
no
that.
plan. No
So
plan.
make sure you have a game plan. Like we came here, we had a whole plan of what we're going to do here and everything like that. Make sure you have a game plan of the best locations where to go. And whoever you're going to hang out with, make sure they're credible. Watch, there's so many scammers online who take your
Facts,
money.
facts.
There are people also who do things that aren't safe or good for the animals as well. So make sure whoever you're hanging out with, who have the best animal spots are reputable and not dangerous.
Yeah.
Chat, stop.
Yes.
Sorry.
What are they putting in there?
Those are pictures as well.
Oh,
Okay.
Dual battery chain.
But yeah, but do your research. That's all. So yeah.
No, I got a few things. I travel a little bit differently than most people, especially because I prioritize wildlife.
Maya hates this
I prioritize wildlife above everything else. So like even if I'm on like a family trip, my family knows that I'm huge into wildlife. So that ends up usually taking
They gotta go.
Yeah, they take like the cake on everything that we're doing. So like even if I'm going somewhere and it's on vacation, I still factor in like everything wildlife related because if you're going to a country, especially ones that say for example Costa Rica, where they're like a very large like eco and everything that you do in Costa Rica benefits the rainforest, is making sure that when you're there, you're actively doing things that go back into the economy and into the people that actually deserve it. So wildlife traveling doesn't mean go to a resort and then do, all these dolphin cool things and all these things that may be planned out through the resort. It means do your due diligence, look into the organizations. Make sure it's ethical, and make sure that you're working with the people directly, not an organization through the people, because then they make less money. And now you're no longer supporting the economy, you're supporting a random person that paid millions of dollars to buy out a location, and then now you're not actually giving the money to the people that deserve it.
Also, this is something that's been in the back of my head. The animal you probably saw in that story was an anteater.
No, it was a tapir.
Okay.
Yeah, it was tapir.
Because, as you can see, Chad, I've been thinking about
Once you said it, I was like, yeah, that's it.
That's a fun question. How did we meet Maya? It's a new question.
Yeah, shout out Maya.
So I actually been following Maya. I've seen her on social media a lot. The funniest video that I've seen from her, and I told her this when I met her at a conference.
I don't remember.
I'm not
what
sure
this is,
who
I'm
you were
scared.
talking to, but you had the scorpion. How do scorpions mate? I'm not sure who you had on there. It went viral, but they were basically smashing them together. And seeing your facial expression, it was the funniest thing in the world. Are you there?
Oh.
So this was the first thing I've seen by Maya. I'm sure you guys seen the video, of course, too.
It was probably Arky
And-
and Yugi, yeah. Oh,
And you were
that's
like,
nice.
how did these guys mate?
Black one.
And they were just like, and you start smacking it. And
Yeah.
just,
Oh, wait, was that Arky?
Like, go ahead. Go ahead.
that was the funniest thing.
It was who?
Yeah, it was
That was
Arky.
Arky.
That was the funniest thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen. And from then I was like, who is this Maya person? I looked up all your stuff and I was like, yo, she's really out here killing it and doing stuff that I really care about. She's doing it on such a large scale, making a difference and really hitting a whole market that I think like people, it was crazy. It was insane.
thank you.
So at a conference, Jackson Wild, you popped up and I was like, is that Maya? And then we talked. And
Yeah.
Here we are.
And then Anwar introduced me.
Yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
there's a cool person named Maya. You got to meet her. She does
Yep,
this all. And then
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did a panel at Jackson Wild. It's like a wildlife media film conference.
but
It was sick. It was
But
sick.
yeah,
You guys like
WMI,
these? I DIY'd operculums on these.
Oh, there we go.
So
A
you
little
actually show
DIY.
what the-
Lovely.
Spermatophore.
Oh,
alright.
shoot, okay.
Glad at that.
Very
Fire.
nice.
My man was like,
That's cool.
He's so
Yeah. The booty
I was-
smack is crazy.
I think you seeing your face is just so funny.
A room full of remarkable people right here. Yeah, all of your answers were actually incredible.
I have a question
Like-
for chat really fast.
Huh?
I have a question for chat really
Yeah,
fast.
what's up?
What's your favorite thing about wildlife and also Maya?
Oh, don't say the second part.
Sorry, fine, about wildlife.
Just talk about wildlife. You
What's
guys
your,
don't need to
what's
say
your favorite thing
about
about wildlife? Because you guys seem so educated and so like passionate. So I'm really
Aw,
curious to
that's
see your
nice.
I
thoughts.
appreciate you, Honey Nichols.
Who works here actually? It's Phoenix.
Oh, I might need glasses. So.
Funny Nichols is crazy.
I was like,
Funny Nichols
Alright.
is crazy.
Wait, just next question here. Next question.
The emo in there, wow.
So Phoenix works here. Like he's taking
Yeah,
PTO right now, but
W
he's
funny.
he's like our admin development guy.
animals, different personalities.
That's so funny. Okay, yeah.
There's so many Nichols now.
Maya's
That's going
passionate
now.
about bugs. Nature always finds a way.
Nature, I love that.
Yo,
Nature
love that.
does. We
Who was
can't.
that?
Mental.
That was from Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
Park. We can't live without wildlife. Facts.
Fact.
Learn
Every
new
species
things.
has a purpose.
I love that. I always say that. Preach that.
Tony Baker.
Waking up and the birds are singing.
Who is
Beautiful.
Tony Baker?
I think
Don't
maybe
question it.
20
Ecology, diversity.
Who's-
My cat. Hey, I'm a cat lover. I love it. Yeah.
The complexity.
Oh, wildlife behavior is
Ooh,
crazy.
Wildlife behavior. Nice.
Good questions.
Beautiful,
Good
beautiful,
answers.
beautiful.
Oh, I do remember that during COVID when all the animals started to come back into
Yes.
the cities because there were no cars.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
life, it finds a way.
Maya makes conservation fun.
That she does.
Oh,
No.
W's.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
man.
If you guys want a pro tip too for being a great educator, look at what she does, because
Yes.
the
Oh.
main thing is also making education entertaining and making it open to everyone. And what I do in my job as well is people usually have a wall up. So if I have a spider out or a roach out, people already have their guard up and they're afraid. But I try to make jokes, I try to make them laugh, make them feel safe and feel comfortable. Never pressure them or make them feel unwelcome. And when they
hides the
start
broccoli.
laughing and start having fun, that wall comes down, and next thing you know, they love nature. So yeah, she does a great job doing
Big
that.
W
So
Maya,
she
man.
makes it fun. W Maya's in the chat.
W Myers in
We
the
all
chat.
do a great
What
job.
happened to that boy?
Yeah.
We all do a
Maya
great
has
job.
a mean crossover.
Oh, it's
Interesting.
true.
I've seen it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen
You
it.
didn't know that?
Nah,
You ever
I'm
seen,
a
you ever seen her
We might
crossover?
the hoop.
She might break
Are we
your
talking
ankles.
about actual
Yeah,
crossover?
she'll break your ankles.
Yes.
Yeah. Dead.
Why does nobody believe that I
Deadly.
can hoop?
Yeah, you
It actually pisses me
You haven't
off.
seen the
He's
video. Oh, she
sleeping.
getting.
He's
We
slick.
might have run
1v1 me.
We can run the ones.
You haven't seen the video?
We can run
He
the
said-
ones.
You have a court? You have a court here?
There are courts here.
Oh, she's ready to run.
We can run the ones.
We could go, yeah. We could go crazy.
That's so mean.
Yeah, they call me
W
MGA.
conservation.
What does MGA mean?
It's like SGA, but with an M because it's from
Oh
Maya.
my god.
It's the good.
Roll the montage. Anyway, okay, chat. This was a very fun Q&A.
Yes, yes.
I'm glad you got to meet our new friends here. You
Thank
guys,
man.
will you plug wherever you want them to find you? Jacob.
Yeah, run it. So I'm on all platforms: YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn. The real Herp Hero, man. Herp Hero. Trying to make some change in the world, do something great for animals, and stick behind the camera for a bit, and then maybe I'll get outside.
You already know what to do. Follow your boy on Instagram. Actually, all socials. Hassan_Bayan, except for YouTube. On YouTube, I'm the big black conservationist. Holla at your boy. Tell him big facts, no little Jones. We about to start doing it for real and not for play.
Facts.
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the things. I have a website as well, link to my Instagram. I have a calendar that is out. Every purchase can buy me a new shirt. So.
Nah,
Wow! Hey, there you go.
Yeah, man.
All right, chat. Go follow them. Mods, thank you so much, Shrez,
Thank you
for
both.
linking all their socials. Go
Thank you,
check them
chat.
out.
Always.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, Maya.
Shout out Maya,
Yeah,
man.
of course.
Shout out Maya, man.
Yeah.
This was so fun. All right, chat. We're gonna send you back to live cameras.
Peace.
A
Shout out
goodbye.
chat.